Did you hear about that earthquake in Nepal, Dad?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think they're saying something like over 8,500 people were killed. Centuries old Buddhist and Hindu temples were totally destroyed.
Heartbreaking.
Entire houses were ruined, villages were flattened.
Awful.
What if we went over there to help? Maybe we could lend a hand and help clear out some of the devastation or something.
Are you kidding? It's destroyed. Nothing but a pile of bricks.
About the history of this place, the community here are very old. This Harsiddhi is very rich for its culture, who are affected by the earthquake. They have been supported by different NGOs and INGOs. We are trying to prepare a vision of this place. For now, some brothers who are studying engineer, their brothers are helping us. About the people over here, they are based on agriculture, but now the new generation are getting their education and getting jobs. But we are all one tribes, that is Mahajan. But now since 10 to 15 years, different tribes are migrating here. About the religion, mainly it's Hindu. But now there are other religion like Buddhism, Jesus. And after I also saw the houses falling down, and then I alone visit the whole village and found out that people were trapped inside and dead. So we took them out and gathered them in one place. In that time there was terror in everybody, and we were outside, don't have anything for temporary shelter. So for that night, whatever we get, we collected and spent night outside. So then next day we established the disaster management community and started to work and found out that 24 people were dead.
Do you see the bamboo tent over there?
Yeah,
I think they are living over there right now.
yeah. Well, each of these corrugated structures has a family in it, probably, right?
Think that it would take 1 or 2 months for rebuilding. Just I have mentioned, we don't want to have any problem because of the roads and the doors. Before we only heard about the earthquake from our elders, but now we did experienced. So we don't want to ignore this and want to be prepared for the future. That's why even it may take a time, we want to be secured. This is a huge planning and it's very hard to implement, so may take maximum 5 years. Also people may be in the same place or may build a good temporary shelters that we will be visiting, which is provided by some organization. I don't remember the name. It's all about the budget, so this may be like 2 years. We have God Harisiddhi and goddess Trisiddhi Mai, which is brought from Fulsaki and established here. So because of God Harsiddhi, this place is known over Nepal, and we have a big festival here in every 12 years.
So tell us about the living goddess, right? As I remember it,
She
they
is
find a young girl
Young
who's
girl.
like fierce looking. right?
fierce looking, and she has to come from a certain family chain, and then she has to, she can't have any cuts or bruises on her since from childhood, and that's how they select, and then they do rituals and stuff like that, and they make her the goddess.
Come on. Go ahead. No, keep going. Bye.
Well, it's a small town, and nothing, like no major damage happened during the earthquake. So only a couple of houses down the road, and most of it still standing and strong. We're in this area called Dhobigat. So I think previously it used to be this laundry town where people used to come and do their laundries. But now it has changed, and people from all sorts of background and live here.
What is their primary religion?
Hindu mostly. There are a few Christians and Buddhist as well. Most of the houses here are pretty strong, and the house that we're living in right now was built by my grandfather. So he built it from scratch, and he was an engineer, so he paid a lot of attention in making this house strong. And this house is structurally very sound, and it can resist up to 9 Richter earthquake. Okay, this particular area is an urban area, so everyone has houses made out of bricks and cement, concrete. So these houses are pretty strong. In contrast to the rural areas, where houses are mostly made out of stones and mud, So I think that's where the difference is. And the houses here are still standing strong because they're structurally really sound. So mostly people living in urban areas are educated. They have a settled job. They earn quite a good amount of money. So that is how it's possible to make strong houses.
What did you do?
I was in the kitchen, and then I think I was just walking by. So that's when the shaking happened. So yeah, I just ran for cover, just under those pillars there.
Under the pillars.
Yeah.
If we look around, what do we see?
Mostly we're in Lalitpur. So that area is Kathmandu.
Nice pile of bricks.
Yeah. You don't hear about the fancy, strong areas that weren't affected. The media shows the hardest hit areas, and then they lose interest.
Not us. Hope they'll let us come back. This place is awesome.